Hello, my name is Darlina Brockway, and I will be presenting my Deposits Audit Project presentation. My project background includes the location at Rady's Children's Hospital in San Diego, which is my workplace. This is under the Department Deposit Services. I am the team leader. My team members include Janice Hoang, who is my colleague, and Tiffany Chopas, who is a temporary worker in our department, also my colleague. And our supervisor, Giovanna Venegas of the department, will be supervising this project. The project's purpose is to increase our organization's financial transparency and improve accounting management. The purpose of this project is to audit our incoming deposits, that's payments made to patient accounts that we collect. We found the need to audit our payments and our deposit services because we found a problem when customer services department were receiving customer, or should I say patient phone calls complaining that they were receiving bills on payments that they made and were collected on our end. And so that is why we decided to audit so we can find the reasoning for why we missed confirming these payments on our end and then how we can resolve these issues moving forward. Now, the vision of the project is so that all the payments made by patients are reflected accurately on their accounts at time of electronic captures on the POS, which stands for point of sales system. Our POS systems capture payments and then they are reflected on the patient's EMR accounts, electronic medical record account that is run by Epic software. And then on these accounts, this is how our billing team is able to send bills and then other accounting management as well. The rationale is that industry benchmark standards indicate that all payments made to patient accounts are reflected before the next billing cycle, 30 business days, so that by the time they send their monthly bills, they won't be double billing for any payments. So all payments are accurately collected and reflected. Leadership in practice. So my leadership traits include executive and influencing categories, which I found out through our leadership assessment test we took in the beginning of this course. Some of these traits include focus, achiever, significance, consistency, and deliberative. I applied these leadership traits and strengths to this project by enacting the project and proactively progressing the project, such as using traits like focus, consistency, and deliberative to plan training and enact training. I also used other leadership traits like achiever and significance to motivate our colleagues for the need and purpose of this project. Not only financial transparency, but also just the ethical values of payment accounting accountability standards as well. Some of my leadership traits did not include relationship building and strategic thinking. I used the opportunity of this project to strengthen my leadership weaknesses, such as practicing communication skills that is needed in relationship building with my team members, as well as collaborating with my team members on project needs and group needs as well. I also use strategic thinking for conflict resolution, as well as not only conflict resolution in a human resources sense, but conflict resolution with the issues we were facing in our business operations, such as brainstorming, resolving issues for why our payments weren't being accounted for. Our team climate and cultures. Our team climate is based on team collaboration through communication, as well as mentorship, as some of my colleagues have seniority as they have 20 plus years in the industry, so they mentor, I'd say, our less experienced colleagues on their gain professional experience. And communication, as I said, with our team collaboration as well as conflict resolution. We use communication skills to practice understanding and empathy with our personal preferences and expectations in the project. Diversity, awareness, and inclusion was touched upon by us practicing valuing our different backgrounds. Our different backgrounds encompass different ages. We come from different cultures. We also have different work experiences. This age and work experience kind of go hand in hand while our senior colleagues mentor our younger colleagues, and we respect their mentorship. So that's how we do practice diversity, awareness, and inclusion, as well as cultures. We all come from different cultures, so we practice awareness and inclusion by not only allowing safe space to communicate our cultural backgrounds, but also how those values can be positively applied to our positive collaboration through our respect for one another. Some conflicts and obstacles we experienced in this project include differences in training style and needs. For example, when I was training my temporary staff member, she's entry level to our specific processes. I said, yeah, our specific processes. And so that being said, I may have been a little quick on training her, which she expressed need for adaptability. Some other conflicts and obstacles that were faced upon were empathy and communication was utilized in conflict resolution. For example, I found there was differences in me and my team members' perspectives on training needs for temporary staff. So we practice communication for understanding those differences, and also empathy for why those differences were there. Ethics, values, and social justice. So social justice is important, financial transparency, because not only do patients have a right to health care, but to access that health care requires payment obligations. So if they are fulfilling those payment obligations, but we are not fulfilling our end of accounting for those payments, then we are not fulfilling our ethical business practice and values, as well as also, which go in hand of fulfilling social justice needs of access to healthcare as well. So self-reflection on this project. After the team leadership assessment given to my team members, some of my strengths include my ability to adapt to group needs. I practice group inclusiveness through collaboration and communication, as well as utilize constructive criticism when my employee expressed frustration over training needs. So I was able to use these strengths for project progression. Um, my weaknesses found through the team leadership assessment include a lack of industry experience, as I have less than 10 but above 5, but compared to my other colleagues, that lack of industry experience proved with lack of knowledge in certain business operations such as insurance payer contracts, terms and obligations, things like that. Another weakness was my poor training with my colleague as I was a bit quick, but I try to use my strength of adaptability to resolve that weakness. Personal reflection. I did try to apply my leadership strengths to project execution and success, such as deliberately um, focusing on project needs and being consistent with training and meetings. I also used the opportunity to strengthen my weaknesses, such as relationship building skills and strategic thinking. These opportunities in the project included conflict resolution. I used a conflict resolution as a way to build my relationship skills through collaboration and communication, as well as practicing empathy for my colleagues. Strategic thinking was also used when enacting the audit, such as creating audit training checklist and the steps that we had to narrow down and focus on, as well as resolving issues that we found through our audit that required critical thinking skills that needed to be used. So lessons learned from this project is that the audit revealed that we had payment discrepancies and there was need for quality improvement. So after we did complete the audit, we did learn and discover the reasons for payment discrepancies, and then me and my team did collaborate and brainstorm on methods for resolving those payment discrepancies. So an example of one would be a front desk training issue, I would say. For example, when a front desk collects a payment for an appointment, they can only collect payments if the cash drawer is registered, and sometimes new employees, their supervisors don't register their cash drawer. So then they collect payments that go unaccounted for due to being unregistered in our system. So our quality improvement initiative is to use like email correspondence for not only just kind of a reminder and follow up to these supervisors that their training policy involves registering new employee cash drawers for our deposit services purposes. And then in the long run, that would decrease chances of these payment discrepancies happening again. So project long-term impact is to increase organizations' financial transparency through strengthening organizations' payment collection policies and processes. An example was the one I just previously mentioned about the cash drawer register. There's also other reasons. There's also other reasons for payment discrepancies that involve such as IT issues and so forth that we learned through the audit. So we just collaborated and used our relationship building skills and our strategic thinking skills to collaborate and think of how we should resolve these issues. That was presented through our audit. Some project themes include team collaboration, relationship skills, and conflict resolution. All these skills were needed in order to enact our project successfully and also create an impact that will have a lasting positive impact, such as decreasing our chance for payment discrepancies. Some insights gained in this project is personal and professional growth. My growth included strengthening my weaknesses in my leadership skills. It's personal and professional because professional in a sense, I've strengthened my team collaboration skills, but also in a personal sense where I can use these skills for general relationship building skills. And then another insight gain is the need for collaboration. A lot of the lessons I learned, such as more insight and insurance payer contracts, things like that, I wouldn't have learned if it wasn't for team collaboration. And also like conflict resolution would not have been succeeded without team collaboration. A lot of our project successes and obstacles that we came across and came over was only possibly done so through team collaboration, which is why I believe it's important insight gained in this project. My leadership impact is that I practice relationship building skills such as empathy, respect, and communication. Empathy for my colleagues' perspectives and their insight, respect for my colleagues' values and their differences in perspectives, which comes from their cultural backgrounds and differences, and this our diversity, and communication, power communication used in collaboration, which was needed for project success. So this is the end of my leadership project. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.